So if I want to leave no potential Alex on the table when I die, then I have to expose myself to as many hard things as I can. And it doesn't have to be hard like, cold plunges and whatever. You know what I mean? It's just like challenging circumstances that will create character. Because, if at least for me, if I think about myself at the end of my life, I would hope to be somebody who has strong character. But in order to achieve strong character, you have to go through hard things. And so it's kind of interesting that like all of us want to have really good character, except none of us want to go through hard things. And so it's like you can't have one without the other. And so if I had to pick, I'd rather have the character and the scars to show it rather than none of the character and had a soft life. That being said, I mean, I was born in America to an upper middle class family. So I haven't, the biggest contributor to where I am now is luck by far. And so I've done what I can with what I've been given. And I still think I have a lot that I have underutilized. And so I just live in constant fear of that, which is, I'm not religious, but my favorite verse in the Bible is, to whom much is given, much is expected. And so I feel like I've been given a lot. And so to the same degree, I feel like a lot is expected of me. And that's mostly just me expecting that of me. Because during the year that we sold the business, or 3 of the businesses in 2021, I actually didn't work at all. And that was a terrible year for me. I was very depressed. And so I realized that for me, I am good in motion. And so it's just about constantly having that pursuit of betterment, of growth, of challenge. And the goal for me is always to just have challenges that match my ability. And then over time, hopefully the challenges get bigger as my ability grows. When I say depressed, I say that more, not in like a clinical sense. I just was like really aimless and felt like, what's the point of everything? Not like I was in bed and couldn't get up or anything like that. It wasn't one of those kind of situations. I mean, the saddest I've ever been was actually when I had that job and I had to quit way back when. Like that was when that was actually when I was the most depressed in my life. I was 22 years old and felt like there was no point to living. Jeez. I wanted, that's where, there's like levels to it. But for me, I think they call it passive ideation, but basically you just hope that you don't wake up the next day.
That's how bad it was?
Yeah, when I was 22, for sure. Well, yeah, I just hated my life. And I lived a life that was for my father. And so it was all about making him proud. And this is not his fault, this is me. But I lived the life that I thought he wanted me to have, which I was. Yeah. He was happier than he could have ever been during that period of my time. And I remember thinking to myself, like, either his dreams die or mine do.